It's just me. I'm joking. It's not just me. I'm not going to be by myself. I know y'all don't want to see just me. We're going to do things a little different tonight. We're going to start with hot topics, and then we'll bring in, then Elle will jump in, and then we'll talk about the bad jobs edition. That's what tonight is about. So I'm actually don't have a Mac moment, and my hot topic girl is probably not prepared for this, but we about to roll with it. So I'm just going to let you in. Maybe we'll chat for a bit, and then we'll do hot topics.
Hey, y'all. She thought I wasn't ready, but she ready.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you might need my shirt today. It says, I doubt tequila is the answer, but it's worth a shot. Okay, you might need my shirt. Apparently. You might need my shirt. It's Monday though. It's Monday.
And then, I always think like maybe this was a bad idea, like having the show on a Monday. But then because Mondays is just really funky days.
Yeah, it's very hectic. This hasn't blown up yet. Hint, hint to subscribers and listeners. So we still got to work a regular job. Hint, hint.
Look, they should stop pulling our chain and just go ahead and make us big, right?
I know, right? Like, what do we got to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do we need a blue check? We just need a check. I don't really know how this goes, but somebody cut me a check. Please. Let me not say that before somebody be in my DMs like, are you looking for a sugar daddy? No, not that type of. That's not how I want to be. I want to be noticed. Don't do that. Don't be.
I'm not scared to even answer my messages, like my DMs that people DM me, because they be like, "Hi." You be like, "Do you want a fitness program, or you trying to?"
They want to scam you. That's what they want to do. They just want to scam you. They just want to scam likely you. They want to be your Nigerian cousin. They just want to scam you at this point.
Oh my God. So we're gonna start a little early with our hot topics. We'll bring Danny in. Whenever she's ready, she'll wave us down and we'll come on in at that time. But what you got for us today?
Give us the Master P call. Hootie hoo! Yeah. Just like so you're there. Oh my goodness! So over the weekend, over our time that we have not been together, some things has happened. So R.I.P. to hip hop legend Biz Markie. Yeah. I was so sad to hear this news. I just would like people to just wait. Everybody wants to be the first to report someone's death as if that's something we need to be in competition with. But you guys don't understand, like, these people are really attached to, like, real families, okay? So when you're around here killing people off when they're in intensive care, that does not help for the well-being of the family because you didn't pronounce somebody dead already because you want to be the first to say, I said it first. Okay, Soulja Boy and Ray J, sit down somewhere. We don't want to be in competition. Hey, Ariel girl, it's a little early today, girl. So I said just a little early today. So R.I.P. to Biz Markie. Also R.I.P. to Frankie Lawns.
I know.
And if you don't know, that's Keisha Cole's mother. She just passed away.
Was she sick? Did they say, or do we know?
That's what I'm about to. That was my next thing. The family's not giving enough information. They killing your families off. Then you get too much information. They didn't told us that Frankie passed away from an overdose celebrating her 61st birthday. Y'all, we don't give that. Yeah, they said she overdosed on her birthday. So only we can assume that she was turning up a little bit too much. But don't give us that information, y'all. Just say she passed away on her birthday. Because you literally are like, she died of an overdose on her birthday.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I'm sorry.
Don't. At least let the crackheads go in dignity, with dignity. If they cannot live with dignity, let them go with dignity. And if she died because she was overdosed, like, don't tell that. We don't need to know that business because the family needs to mourn, not us making jokes at how their mama died.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That is horrible. And And I'm so sorry to hear about that because, like, we watched her on TV. We watched how Keisha Cole wanted to get her help, like all of the sisters and brothers and all the children. They just wanted to get her help, and she was just not going for it. She said, YOLO, I only got one life. I'm going to live it how I want to live it. And I'm pretty sure that she had one hell of a birthday party. So, R.I.P. Frankie.
Happier news?
Yes, I do. So just some little things that's been going on with the Olympics and whatnot. So everybody getting COVID at the Olympics, and I'm just like, that weed isn't that big of a deal now, is it? Yeah, y'all could have let Sha'Carri in there with that little, all she would have had was just a little L after she won the race. Now everybody getting COVID. Your gymnast is dropping off like flies. The tennis player got COVID. There's not going to be no spectators. There's also going to be no participants in the Olympics, Tokyo. Tokyo has also put parameters up because they don't want y'all to be sexing each other down at the Olympics. They're giving y'all beds made of cardboard so that they will not, be enticing for you to have sex at the Olympics. And I just want Tokyo to know, homeless people have sex too. The cardboard bed is not going to do anything.
Is that something people do? Do they have sex at the Olympics? Is that like something I didn't know?
I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. Everybody has different ways that they celebrate. So, you may want to get into some sexual escapades, but not on Tokyo's watch. You got to take your horny ass back to the US of A because you're going to be doing it on cardboard boxes if you think you're going to have sex in Tokyo.
Okay.
But little does Tokyo know is that homeless people be getting it in, so them little card, they don't stop nothing. People have done it in many different ways, Tokyo. So I don't know what else you all gonna trick out so that they can not have sex, but I don't know if this cardboard thing is gonna work. Yeah, that was all my
topics.
Huh?
Those were all your hot topics?
Absolutely not.
Okay, sorry.
Please, was that all my top? Keeping in the way of sports, I guess. We'll just keep the sports thing.
Before you go to sports, let's just welcome Elle to the show. Welcome, girl. We heard you.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody that's watching and following, please follow Elle. You get your snack and you watch our show. Okay? Get your little snack, sit down somewhere, listen to this entertainment. What?
Hey guys.
Hey girl.
You want to recap what just happened?
Basically, I was asleep.
It was so cute though. Y'all.
I didn't create an event. I'm trying to share it. I'm just trying to make up for my lack of effort.
Did she call it? I called her. She's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Hey." She's like, "So what do you want about the show?" Oh my God, girl, back.
No, that's not how it went. Tasha was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have been clearing my throat for the past 2 hours. I'm so sick. I don't feel well."
No.
And she's like, I thought she was calling because of look, my hair was even crooked. I thought she was calling because of the a Tasha Mack thing, and I'm like, girl, this ain't it. This ain't the time. I'm not feeling well.
And she's calling about your show thing.
She was calling. I was like, I looked at the clock and I was like, what? I mean, it's today. What is today? And she's like, oh, what are we gonna do about the show? And I was like, what? In my mind, I was like, yellow head wrap, Nas hoodie. Maybe you could find these hoops. And
a little rose water on your face. Boom.
I have a roll-on makeup application. It's cruelty and vegan free, so if anybody's interested, it's by Milk. So that is why my face looks like I am awoke.
Okay, you woke.
But inside, I'm not. and now my MacBook is 4%. Good. Also, my ring light is broke, which is why I'm looking more chocolatey than normal.
Ain't nothing wrong
and
with
that's fine at this point. But
if you'd like to go get your charger, this would be a good time to do so.
Well, I have to turn off my light because my apartment is a mess. I have all this baby food on the stove, and then I have all these boxes over here. And
look at Marquita's face.
Tropical smoothie cup from 2 days ago. It's a disaster in here. So that's why the camera keeps going off. I had to find some lighting. And I don't have a lighting crew. Nobody's watching. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because I didn't create an invite. And it's just a lot. So I'm sorry.
Hold on. Let me. Where the hell y'all at? One moment, please.
Hold
on. Let me. Where the hell y'all? I'm watching myself. One moment, please. Where the hell y'all at? Let me share this. I'm gonna share.
Look, we're here.
Right. Where the hell are y'all at?
Baby food is what my sister eats when she's going through a flare-up. And so at times she may not be able to have like food, so she still has to get her nutrition. Fun fact, it was a question in the comments. Boom.
But basically, I feel like I purchased maybe too much.
Was there a sale?
It literally does. Like, you don't see my stove.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I wanted to have options this time. I didn't want to be stuck with the mango and the peach.
Do you like the bananas?
I got like 8 of everything.
Oh, okay. You stocked up.
I haven't done baby food in a very long time. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to do it at this weight, which is like full body yaddy. And I don't know how that's going to happen. So we're going to see. But yeah, that's why I have baby food. I didn't bring the baby food on camera. I did, however, bring, this is probably a peach. I don't know. Or a nectarine. Not sure. Not sure of that either.
Okay.
It tastes like a peach, I think. Huh? What did I buy?
Yeah, like when you went to buy it.
I don't know. Look, I have 50 baby foods over here. I know the girl probably thinks I have a baby in stage 1 and 2. Because that's the baby food level I'm on.
Is your battery about to die?
Yes, it's going down as we speak.
So Marquita's going to pick back up. We'll see you in a second.
Thank you, Marquita. You have been a blessing. This is why we have a team, because
this is a sermon. Wrap it up. Go ahead.
Bye.
Okay. Woo! It's a Monday.
It's a Monday. And that happens. And it just happens on Mondays. It just happens on Mondays. That's all.
Not on Tuesdays. So go right ahead. Listening.
So I'm going to get into my sports news. I hope Anthony and Scott is watching. You know, these are for my off the record guys.
Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on Facebook Live.
Boom.
Boom. Plug.
Exactly, because I'm gonna sound like I know what I'm talking about just for a little snippet. But I'm gonna hit you with the girl version first. So, Meg the Stallion made the cover of Sports Illustrated as the first rapper to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. So yay! There's also some other firsts too.
It's a cute cover too.
It is like she is giving like body. She's not giving anorexic. Yeah, it's not giving anorexic Lifetime movie. I throw up in jar type feels. Giving very full athletic. Like she, you know what I'm saying? She got a body, of course. It's Meg the Stallion. There was somebody else, and y'all know I'm not good with names. But somebody else first too. It was the first time that a trans woman made the cover of Sports Illustrated as well. I don't know the baby name, but I can get it.
I don't want to mess it up, so keep going. I'll find it.
Yeah, so yeah, you go. You know I'm not good, but yes, it's the first trans woman on Sports Illustrated. So yes, there's first. So look at Meg Thee Stallion looking all good in her black girl magic body, glistening. Sports Illustrated, like very, you know what I'm saying? Very sportsy. She looks very sportsy. So yeah, shout out to Meg.
I think this is the girl right here, Lena.
Yes, it started with an L, but I didn't want to take an L.
We put a big picture up of her. She's like drop dead gorgeous.
She is.
She's the first Black and Asian transgender.
Yes. What is it?
Lena Bloom.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys see that? Hold on, let me see. I can find a bigger picture.
In July. But you know what? Since we're talking about that, as women, we should really make sure to try to buy it. So, like the one with Meg Thee Stallion on it, like either buy it or buy the digital copy.
That's true, Tasha.
Yeah, we have to realize that. But yeah,
we have to support. Not only that, like we need to see more of it. So we need to show them that when things come out like this, we're going to be the ones to support it, so that they can keep doing it, so that we can see real bodies in real time of what's going on. Right.
She is. Ooh.
That's Megan.
Yeah, that's Megan. She looks good. Right. She was on the cover too.
Not too much. That's what I was saying. Like I've seen some covers that I'm not okay with.
And Naomi, our girl Naomi, she was on the cover of Vogue actually. So while Meg Thee Stallion and Lena was doing their thing on Sports Illustrated cover, she was on the cover of Vogue looking all sorts of cuteness.
Is that out yet?
This one right here?
No, the Vogue.
I don't know, but this one right here will be out in July. But it is July.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was, this is a good segue. I don't know if this is part of your hot topics or not, but Naomi has a documentary on Netflix, and I watched it. It like took over me, and it was phenomenal. And I am a bit of a tennis player from the past, and it actually made me like look up adult tennis lessons. It just made me like get all nostalgic, but it's absolutely amazing, and she's just so freaking awesome. I knew it, but like to watch it, it was just she's so awesome.
And she looks so good on the Vogue cover. Like she looks extra good. Yes, with the black girl magic. She looks extra good on that Sports Illustrated, but she was able to do the Vogue cover, and she has like these big tennis rack looking earrings on in the cover, and they're like blinged out, and it's just like, oh my gosh, she just looks so
I was like, when is it coming out? Because I'm about to buy it and put it on. It's about to go right beside Kobe. And then I didn't know, fun fact, that her and Kobe were close. Like he had kind of taken her under his wing.
Look at her.
No, in the Nike one, there's a Nike one that's in Vogue that they posted, but that's the picture right there from the side, Danielle, that Marquita's talking about, going with the earrings from the side. But all of them are like absolutely amazing.
Gorgeous.
She made that photo shoot. She's super shy from the documentary, and she's like, she has so much culture in her.
Yeah.
She's so in touch with both sides of her family.
Yeah, she's very self-aware, very woke, very self-aware, very smart, like very charismatic. Just black magic just exudes this little baby.
I applaud her parents. Like her dad's Asian, her mom, and is Asian, and they just really raised her and her sister to like be so well rounded.
Yeah,
I'm just like, dang, how is that possible? Y'all just killed that. So I don't know. She's just awesome. So y'all go make sure y'all watch that on Netflix. Cause that's something else we got to go support. So we got to
exactly. We need to see more documentaries like that.
And if you don't want to watch it, just let it play. Shoot, I don't care.
Right, just click on it. Does anybody know the time where it counts? You know how you watch videos for a certain amount of time and it counts? How does that work for movies and stuff on Netflix? We need to know.
To be continued. We'll find
right. To be TBD. Other sports news. I'm gonna breeze past this topic because I really want to get to the part that I want to get to. So, NFL free agent. Look at me sounding like I could be on ESPN. Richard Sherman recently got into like a domestic situation with his wife, and I think she ran to her parents' house, and he was like banging on the door. Like, they have him on camera. This looks bad for the black man. And he was banging on the door. He's like, open up the door. I guess they were arguing. She called the police. It was a domestic violence situation. And he was charged with 5 misdemeanors, and that support black men getting their mental health taken care of is what I have to say about that. But what really brings the story together is a little song that came in my head as I continued to like go through the story, and it was a get up, a get down. 911's a joke in your town. Because if you guys listen to this 911 call where this lady literally is on the phone like, what's his name? What's his blood type? What's his birthday? What's your name? They're literally telling her like, ma'am, he's beating down a door. He's been drinking. He got into an altercation. She's like, is anyone physically hurt? Bitch, you gonna send the police? Like, she's like, you
maybe
guys
like just trying to like distract her until they got
no, there. But she was being very rude as well. It was kind of like, I don't know if you guys heard that one story of that lady who drowned and she called 911. The lady like told her to shut up. And she was like, I need help. That was kind of like that. It was kind of like the scenario. She's like, can you send a police officer? She's like, ma'am, you yelling and cussing is not going to get the police here faster. Sit right there. Because I'm going to come up to the 911 call center and whoop your ass and see how fast the police come.
I have a story.
Oh, let's
of my own personal experience with the police not coming in time.
Oh my
in Atlanta, specifically. Have you ever heard of a song called Zone 6? Apparently, it's a rap song.
I was gonna say I heard it if you sang it.
Yeah, especially not today. But we call the police. I call the police a total of 4 times. What's wrong?
Who sings Zone 6?
I don't know. I'll find that out in a minute, guys. I'm still trying to invite people. Thank you for those who are showing up. So basically in the song, in the situation, my friend and I were in a car accident and close to Little 5 Points, which is, I guess, is like Zone 6. And the lady's like, girl, we put you in the queue. That's all we can do.
A queue.
And I was like, well, what? She was like, the police in Zone 6 are really busy. What? All of them?
Right, all of them. So, I mean, if Zone 6 is busy, what's Zone 5 doing? Is there anybody that you could pull from Zone 7?
Or Zone 7. Or Zone 7.
Right. Zone 7, can they kind of come back to Zone 6 or something?
Exactly, there's a queue.
Right. Y'all don't have no floater cops. So the police there's no floater cop where he is just like of the area. Oh,
the guy that came though,
hold on. The last time Tasha was on the phone the whole time. The last time I called the police queue, I guess 911, I was like, girl, this is getting dark. Is there anything that can be done? Can we get like pressed to the next queue or whatever, like an emergency queue? I was like, this young boy has 3 other guys in the car with him, and he's like getting not so nice about staying for the police. And she's like, girl, no. I mean, I was like, just, tell the people that it's 2 young black girls in Zone 6 waiting for the cops on the side of the street.
That's tragedy. And I actually don't, this it actually makes me not feel bad about calling 911 when I was 5 years old, and singing that song to the 911 operator. I felt bad when she called back and got my mama on the phone, but I do not feel bad in my adult age of calling and singing Public Enemy's 911's a joke in your town to the 911 operator, because y'all are a joke. That's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard in my life. Y'all don't got like backup top flight securities or anything like that. Floater cops. There should be things in place for situations like this. And the police just can't come through. They can't come through. I'll call Day Day and Craig before I call 911. Because I feel like top flight security got a better chance of saving me than the cops.
Top flight security, fun fact, that's actually me, Marquita, and Danielle.
It is. Of the world, Craig. Of the world.
Fun fact, y'all don't know what that means, and I'm not going to tell you. But.
That's us. And then I just want to say, whoever created the charge resisting arrest as a charge, like how sadistic narcissist can you be to create a charge of like, who doesn't resist arrest? Like, I'm just like, who's just like, arrest me. You. Are you guys looking for criminals? Right here. I'm here. Lock me up. Nobody is. Everybody get charged with resisting arrest. Anytime you have y'all ever, the ASPCA or PETA or whoever the people is that come pick up animals, have we ever seen an animal like, they're like, go into the cage peacefully? No.
Danielle, you can laugh. She's holding back laughter. What is wrong with you?
I just want to know, like, how
does I'm still we're over here working, guys. I'm trying to focus and not. And Marquita she's just really
being me,
doing her job.
Being me, just being me. I just feel like resisting arrest is like to me, it's just to add on another charge that shouldn't be a charge. You guys are kidnapping me. I don't want to go with the police. That's what that is. It is not resisting arrest. That is not talking to strangers. And if y'all have a problem with that, you need to go check my mama. You are a stranger. You cannot just walk up on me. Right. You putting my hands behind my back and I don't even know you. You ain't even treated me to dinner, and you want to put my hands behind my back? Yes, Tasha, church thinking, yes.
Why you sound like your kid? Yes, Tasha.
Well, where you think she get it from?
I just think that you're very upset about this, and I just wanted to calm you down. That was all. Sometimes you need somebody to just reset the situation. You be like,
I think that they should take that off of Richard Sherman's misdemeanor charges, is the fact that he got resisting arrest, because I don't know anybody who doesn't resist arrest, and I'm here for people who want to resist arrest. Okay, resist arrest. Don't get beat up in the process, though. Don't get hurt. But
this is not something that we are supporting wholeheartedly. This is a
we may not be condoning resisting arrest.
Well, I can't pay to get nobody out, so there's that.
This is not sponsored by ORNOT. Your bill is not sponsored by ORNOT. If you get a charge for resisting arrest, I just want to know who created that law and why is that even a thing? Because resisting arrest is natural. No one wants to be arrested.
So, in the fashion of season 5, that sounds so good. Season 5. In the fashion of season 5, you already know she's already on it. I just don't know. That's why she's my best friend. Like, literally, I could just look at her and she'd be like, she want peanut butter and jelly. I'm be like, oh,
that's what I'm here for.
She saves days. She saves lives. That's just what she does. So we got to get out of here because we got a very strict schedule that we're going to try to stay upon. So Marquita.
Well, that was my segue into you guys talking about crappy jobs, because I think that 911 operator needs a new job. So
that was I do.
You guys, if you haven't heard that 911 call, y'all got to listen to that damn 911 call. Because I just be like, y'all didn't take her through the training that y'all took other 911 operators. Y'all must have had a job fair, and she came to the job fair, the 911 operator job fair or something. I don't think y'all took her through the vigorous training that y'all take 911 operaters through.
Or she just don't like her job anymore. Could that be it? But that segue right to what we need to talk about.
Boom. See, and I'm out. See how I do those things?
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. Tell the people goodbye.
Bye, y'all. See y'all next Monday. Y'all better be here.
That's a threat. Okay. And resist arrest. What are you telling these people? Okay, bye.
She's still here.
I was having trouble pushing the button. Hey, girl. I'm so happy to see you, girl. It was touch and go. But
for me too.
Before we get into anything, I want to say something about something. What's wrong?
I don't know what you're about to say.
Oh, you don't? I know. So I wanted to, I don't know if you're able to pull it up, and if you aren't, it's completely okay. I wanted to congratulate my family member, my cousin, because she has done something pretty freaking awesome.
Is she up in here? I just invited her.
I don't think so, but me and her talked right before the show. But because you were asleep, that's why I didn't call you, because she told me you were asleep. So I just figured.
How she knew I was asleep?
Huh?
Who told you I was asleep?
You, sugar. She called you, and she said you don't even remember talking to her. So
anyway, no, I do remember that.
Anyways,
never mind. Go ahead.
So we do all this black girl magic. So I just wanted to kind of share the love. Sugar Rogers, she is now one of the assistant coaches for the Georgetown women's basketball team, and then of course she's assistant coach for the Las Vegas Aces. That super duper black girl magic that we get to witness right here in our family. Fun fact.
Why did they do her like that with that video?
I don't know.
They couldn't find a better thumbnail.
Yeah,
she really is a cute girl, y'all. I thought that
she looked like us.
Hold on, y'all.
Go to her Can you go to her Facebook page? These
she's cute. Look at her right there. Oh, look at her little ear.
They don't have a picture of her.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. I'm going to actually answer a call on the
what?
I'm on live.
Okay.
Are you watching this?
Let me pull up her page.
Okay. DJ wants to come on the show. You gonna talk about bad jobs?
That's fine. At this point, it don't even matter, y'all.
That's great. She said yes, you can come on. We're live, so the world can see you. Well, they can't see you. You can see the world. But we talking about Sugar, so okay. I gotta get back.
So yeah, guys, she is now the assistant coach to the Georgetown women's basketball team, and she's also the assistant coach to the Las Vegas Aces. Listen, these cousins are 2-job women, okay? And that's another reason why I was laid out.
We just talked about that.
Everyone else on the screen except me, they're doing a great job at balancing things.
You're new at it. You'll catch on. You'll catch on. It's okay.
Not happening. But this is awesome.
It is. And we're super proud of her. We're super duper proud of her. I don't know who that little girl was, but I'm super duper proud of her.
That's the Erica Hamby's daughter. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that was all. We just talk a lot about Black Girl Magic, Naomi Osaka, Meg Thee Stallion, and why not talk about our very own?
Oh, she got a little video, girl.
Yeah, our very own Sugar.
We don't need all that.
No, we don't need all that. So there she is, our pumpkin.
She's something, ain't she? I don't know if she's the pumpkin, but
she's So, anyways, the topic of today's show, bad job edition. Let's talk about it. When do you know when to leave? What is the right job? What's the wrong job?
Right.
Fun fact: I'm a slight expert, I guess. The SHME. I'm a recruiter by day, so I interview people every day. I extend offers every day. Danielle heard me extend an offer today. I won't disclose the company that I work for, but I do extend offers. I look at resumes and applications by day. So, Danielle, without giving names, what was your worst job ever? You can't name the company. You can talk about it, but you can't name the company.
Why? Will they sue me?
I think it's necessary.
Okay, that's fine. We can have discretion. I don't know. There's so many bad. I've had very bad jobs, guys. It all started with Busch Gardens, honestly.
Oh, that was mine.
Well, that's everyone. If you live in Virginia and you live in the 757, more specifically the Williamsburg, Newport News, Hampton area, then you probably had your first job at 15 at Busch Gardens. What country did you work in?
What is it? Land of the Dragon. Wherever Land of the Dragon is located. I don't know.
Okay, so Tasha had on the Land of the Dragons uniform. Let me tell you how that looked. It was turquoise pants, or shorts rather, and shorts, and she was looking very much like a troll. Right? Am I accurate?
I don't know. I didn't wear it long enough to know.
I'm going to try to find the uniform. And I, on the other hand, I think I worked in Old France. I really wanted to work in New France because New France was at the beginning of the park. Old France was at the back. Yes, it's way back there. I, on the other hand, look like a slave, a well-dressed slave, y'all. It was a well-dressed slave. It was blue pants. And even at the age of 15, I had
like a well-dressed slave.
I had hips that were made for bearing. So you can imagine. These were balloon type pants, which means they had the crease.
Like the hammer?
Yes. They had the creases, and it just didn't do anything for my shape. The top was a little bit of a crop top by accident. It's very short. It was plaid, navy blue, and green. And I had these Goodyear black sneakers that my mom bought me. So it was the worst job ever. Scheduling was terrible. My first day, I was at New France, and I stayed until about 2 a.m. at the park doing inventory for Sean John shirts at Busch Gardens.
Briefly, everyone drop in the comments your worst job ever. I love to hear it. I love everyone to drop in their comments the worst job ever. We'll share it, of course. But yeah, that's pretty damn bad. But how long did you work there?
Well, my career there was short-lived. I worked there for the summer, like 3 months. And I requested a day off to get my hair done before I went to college, my first year of college. Oh, I wasn't 15. I was 17. Yeah, I didn't have a job. I had a job when I was 16. I didn't do the work at 15 thing. I waited. So I asked for a day off. Funny enough, the girl that was my supervisor was actually my best friend back then. Lindsay. We're now friends on Facebook, but that's the extent. Now, she was like, I'll try, girl. She tried, and it was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, then I guess I got to quit because I got to get my hair done before I go to Virginia State, or I guess it was A&T, before I go to A&T. And I was like really nervous about this. Tanisha said that where I was medical care call center, telemarketing. So it sounds like these telemarketing jobs. What about yours?
So, well, that sounds pretty bad. A plastic pumpkin making company. So,
what?
Yeah, I didn't know that. And she left. So she was there for 2 weeks. So my worst was Busch Gardens. Note to self, everybody, we're about 7 years apart. So There's a large gap there. She probably doesn't remember like the whole process of. Do you remember the process of like mom and dad were so upset that I was gonna quit. They were so upset because the real truth,
it was gonna start a long. They thought it was gonna. You're the first child. They thought this was gonna start a long career of quitting. But little did they know, you wasn't the one that quit. I was the girl that quit schools.
Well, no, I quit jobs.
But I mean, but you quit school.
But I would always find another. They were a bit concerned, I think, about how many times I would turn over a position, but I would always find another. So I had a little bit of a hustler spirit, and they didn't really understand that. They thought I was a quitter, but I was a hustler. You see what I'm saying? So the problem is,
I'm a hustler rapper. What's the name? I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. That's not a song?
I think so. I don't know. So listen, back to me. So the problem was at Land of the Dragon, the place didn't have no wall, no doors.
Okay.
On day 3, and at Busch Gardens, Cassidy. Thank you, Tenacious. Yes, right. I know Toya was gonna. She's like the battleground queen. Mm-hmm. So the problem with Land of the Dragon is there are no doors. This is cute. I worked in the shop. And so the problem with Busch Gardens is they tell you get off at 11, but you really don't. You get off when they tell you to get off. Mm-hmm. So that was another problem because I don't like being inconvenienced. So that was my first.
How old were you?
I was probably like 15 or something. Like, and then mom and dad had to come and get me.
And they weren't driving.
It was like a really inconvenience. They got you out there all times of the night. My hair was
I didn't know all that.
Yes, I had a creamy crack, and so like the mist and the dew were dropping. So then my hair was like a no bend thing, and that looks horrible. It was just bad. So by 48 hours goes by, I'm already hating it. Day 3, it rains at Busch Gardens. It's almost like a damn tsunami. There's no doors in my shop.
I have a question. Did it rain before or after you got there?
After. So I was.
So it started raining and then it
was raining when I left for the night. So I had to walk in the rain home, and I had no umbrella. I bought something from our shop. It was like some type of, I don't know. It was just horrible.
Poncho.
I just went home and told mom and dad, like, I'm not going back. And then so I told the people I wasn't coming back, and they were like, well, you're going to have to get back your uniform or we're not going to pay you for the 3 days.
Girl, Busch Gardens be like that. That's what they said to me too. And I was like, you can have these hammer pants.
I'm dressed like a dragon, a dragon's babysitter. Nobody wants
colors though.
What?
They were cute colors.
It was purple and like turquoise, like this, our colors.
Yeah.
But it still was a no-go. So that was one worst job. Then another worst job that I had, I worked there for 8 years. I'm not going to say any names, but I worked there for 8 years. And when I got into management, it was very stressful because they had us do tons of different things. It's actually how I got my name, Tasha Matt. But they had us do all these different things, but they didn't basically pay us very well. And I cried like every day for like 2 years. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. So that's when you know, why are you smiling?
Because I was there too.
Nobody would believe this crap.
That's a good segue to how do you know when it's time to go?
That's what I was about to say. It's a good segue for that. And so that's very true. And maybe some people just can't do corporate America very well.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yes, Terry.
Harry.
Yes, Berdaya.
So yes, that's how you know when it's time to go, y'all. You should not be crying every night, every day. You should not be crying at your desk. You should not be crying after meetings.
Let's say you're not even crying.
Huh?
Let's say I didn't cry. I mean, I did cry.
But you're completely like stressed to the max. Okay. And no one's listening. But there is a thing, like all of this is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And so what it does is it trains you for the future. I am now very well versed.
What was the best exit strategy you've done? Or the most phenomenal?
What was that? What was your question?
What was the best Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm saying you don't necessarily gotta cry. Just like when you're
you don't have to cry, but if your mood changes, or you just a whole nother person, like you're on the phone with your peoples and you're like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna call you when I get off of work. Click up. Hey y'all, how you doing? Like that's the problem. You don't like your job, and you can be proactive. So don't be that person that hates their job but don't want to cry. Huh? Yeah, and you're still there. Or you don't know. Okay, people may not. Maybe you don't have a really good resume, and maybe you don't really interview well. But the more that you interview, the better your resume is.
Right.
The better you'll get. So you have to apply.
Yeah. At that same place where Tasha was a manager, and she cried apparently for more than 2 years, I was also there for not 2 years. It probably was for just a few months. I don't remember exactly how long I was there, but I was micromanaged. I was trying to make the best of the situation. Me and my coworker, we had music days, or we would be like sing a song and find out who the singer was. Like we would have trivia for anybody who walked past our desk. And it was micromanaged so bad to the point where I was starting to leave notes on my desk chair. Like, I went to the bathroom. Give me 5 minutes, please. And then that's when I knew like it was time to go. And I just went. I was told to be, meet me in the closet. And I went to a closet. And there, yes. And yes, that's true. And there was my sister, like, girl, like, it was like she was like Harriet Tubman and trying to lead me out. And she was like, you got to do what you got to do. This is us in the closet. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. It was like, you have to get out now. Because I was told I was going to have to move to another department because apparently my attitude was a problem. I was too positive, and they did not like the word awesome and actually used that in common language. They didn't believe me, I guess. And so I was leaving, and my boss, like, I had all my stuff. My boss comes, she's like, Danielle, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm just going to take this stuff to my car, girl. I'm about to be moved to another department, just trying to clean things up. And she was like, okay. And I walked out, and the guy in the parking lot, who's the janitor guy, he was like, you out? And I was like, I'm out. And he was like, keep your head up. And I was like, I will. And it was just like, I felt so free. I didn't have a job after. That was the first time I quit, and I didn't have a job. It was not expected. So I don't suggest you to ever have
a quit and you don't have a job.
Yeah, I don't suggest that. It was a stressful situation. And actually we had carpool to that job. So I don't even know if I sat at a parking lot, wait for the person to come out and take me
out. A lot of factors that you need to put into play when you just up and leave. Yes. And I'm still at the company. So it was like, have you anybody seen Danielle? I'm like, no. I knew where she was at. She was gone halfway home. Okay. And I think I told her to do it. I think I'm like, get up out of here.
We were in the closet when you were telling me. You were like, you got to get out.
There's a twist to this coming from an African-American woman. There's a twist to this. In corporate America, there's all these little pieces that people don't talk about. And so in that particular job, I was judged because I was younger, I was Black, and I was management. And that was something that was very hard for people of the other race to take, especially if they were under me. So I had a lot of stresses on that end. And then I remember that one time, the guy, I gotta watch names. The guy said that the pregnant girl's baby's name was going to be Kunta Kinte.
Yes. And that was another thing. I mentioned that to that same boss.
I was a manager, and I was the manager on duty. Yes. And so they asked me what I thought should happen to him. And I said, I thought that he should be fired. Right. And word on the street was the higher ups was like, if she feels that way, then if she feels that with me, if I felt that way, I too needed to go, because I felt that he should be fired for calling her unborn child Kunta Kinte.
And so do you think that this happened in today, and you said that to them, how do you think that they would?
This was the same time. Oh my God, Trayvon Martin. This was the same time the Trayvon Martin thing happened. Yes. Yeah,
we weren't fooling with y'all.
Yes,
it was not fooling with them.
I never forget the person. My manager called me in the office to discuss how I felt about what he said, and I told her, I was like, "Well, I'm sorry. I felt it was racist," and she was like, "Well, we just think that you're kind of taking it too far." And I remember telling, no, we had no union, girl. I remember telling her, I'm like, at this point, I have a brother, I have a nephew, I have a son, I have a father, I have a husband, and I don't know if they can even put on a hood and buy some Skittles.
Right.
And she was like, it wasn't nothing for her to say. But I was also advised from someone else of the same color as us that was higher up than me, that I was like on the list. They were like, yeah, we're going to have to get her out of here. She's going to become a problem. So needless to say, I was there for a couple more years after that. And I myself, we resigned because I got a very nice promotion. I mean, another job somewhere else that led me to bigger and greater things.
Oh my goodness. And also, y'all, me coming to that job did not help Tasha's situation. In fact, I feel like it made it worse because they would see us talking in the hallway. My boss would see us talking in the hallway and then would tell me, one time she came up to me and was like, you don't have to talk to your sister about issues on the team. I saw you guys talking in the hallway. And I said, how do you know what we're talking about? And she said, well, I'm just saying, Danielle, you should come to me with your problems. I said, okay, well, the next time I'm going, instead of talking to my sister about my uncle getting his leg cut off, I will be sure to come to you.
It was horrible, y'all.
They literally had a magnifying glass to Tasha, basically.
They were worried.
Yeah, and I also just was there and I made it 10 times worse, I feel like.
Yeah.
So with all that said, it was really bad. But we got it out, y'all. We're free. Kind of.
So those were our worst jobs ever, I guess. And if there's anybody else who's listening or watching, somebody sent me a text because they're listening to us while they're working out, but they said that their worst job was MCI. Yes, the company. Look, can't do it now. The company is in Virginia. It's actually Virginia Beach, Virginia, to be very honest. So many of my watchers probably and followers know what the company is, but it was just not a good place. And if you're still working there, may the force be with you. So there's that. So that was kind of that's what the show was about. Bad jobs, when to know when to leave. I think the answer to that question is all of those things. When things start to when things start to point towards race, things start to point towards religion or anything that has to do with your personal beliefs, and they're trying to influence how you feel about personal belief, it's not the place for you. You get the red flag. Everybody gets the red flag with their, and then what if you have a bad boss? You have a nice, good company board, but a bad boss.
Yeah, that's what my last experience was. I had a really good company. It really impressed people to hear where I worked, but it was a terrible situation for me. And other people loved the job, but all in all, I was accused of lying about a disease. I was accused of looking for another job because I was taking days off.
Damn it. You need to talk to him.
I can't say anything because Charles, I have to message you.
Okay.
I think Charles is my friend on Facebook. I have to message you about that. And it was like a list of things that was starting to make me feel even worse about the job and even worse about my boss. So all of those things, then someone started calling me feisty, and I told my boss that I felt like that was a microaggression, and she basically said she couldn't understand that, of course, because she is a white woman. And so, you just have to really take into account when someone starts to make you feel like poop. It's time to go.
Yeah.
But you have to put a true effort into
it. Like, a lot of times people try to make reasons why they have to stay. Like, you have another place where you can work. Okay.
No, you don't have to stay nowhere. In no job, no relationship, no house, no home. What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
You don't have to stay nowhere. You don't have to stay in this body. God will take you right out of that. Or you can take you right out of it. I'm just saying, like, nothing is permanent, y'all. There's always a greener pasture somewhere else. And if you see other people getting good jobs, reach out to them. I'm the main one. I'll go into a room and be like,
that's huge though. Networking is big. I literally have gotten every job I've had over the last 10 years because of someone else.
Yeah. And I would literally,
but I'll say this, Ivy, shout out to Ivy. Ivy is huge. She's like a little bounty hunter when it comes to jobs. Mm-hmm. But Ivy will tell you, she'll be like, I didn't get you the job. You got your job because of your resume. And so that's always, she always says, I'll be like, thank you so much for hooking me up. She's like, no, like really, I just gave you the reference. You hooked yourself up because your resume spoke for itself. So that's it. If you have the skill and the experience, and find the skill and experience in different little things, whether it's like a volunteer job, something you do at the church, you don't realize that you are like you're a vessel and you have all these different things that you can do. So you just find a way to look, make, you know what I'm saying, so that you can see it on your resume.
Mm-hmm. And just use your resources, LinkedIn, and find people when you go to events and gatherings, let people know you're a disgruntled worker and you don't want to work for this company anymore. You need help. Let people know you need help. My pastor said something on Sunday. She said there is bravery in being broken. And this could be on any situation. I've been really taking that into account since Sunday. But it's okay to let people know that you need help, that you need to get out.
Yeah. She has a conversation about that.
Yes, it's called Broken Crayons, Still Colors.
I thought that was amazing.
And I was going to send you the word, but I was like, you know what? I can't press that on her. So I was like, I'll just maybe not. And so
because when I ran up on it, I was like, oh, it kind of resonated with me.
Yeah. So her name is Toni Collier. I guess that's how you say their last name. And so it's just important to just be brave in wherever season you are, whether that's leaving your position, staying until you find something, that's being brave too, but don't stay too long. Look hard all day long.
Yeah, it's like a job. It becomes another job. Like finding another job becomes another job for you. And it is difficult and it's not easy. And you think about not being able to pay your bills and the transition. But if you have some type of faith, use that faith to drive you to the right way. Whoever you believe in, you know what I mean? You just have to put faith in it and say, okay, let me do this, or start that business, but it might take a little longer. If you start business and you got the other job, but it honestly, sometimes that helps. Starting the business and then having the corporate America job, because it gives you a little hope and you're like, I can still do something with my passion.
Yes, I believe in that wholeheartedly. Tasha has done an awesome job in really transitioning into, at one point she was a full-time entrepreneur, not by choice, but by force. But that's not nonetheless, because sometimes those things happen to push us to be the people that we aspire to be. So now she is now living like truly her dream job, and also able to help people in multiple ways. She's finding people jobs. People are losing their body. They're getting new bodies. And so I just think it's important, it's fine to have dreams, but don't live in the dream, y'all. You got to use something to get to the dream.
Yeah.
So I think that's important. And if you have questions, I'm sure Tasha would love to talk to you about how she manages all these things. And if you guys need help with finding jobs, we have connections.
Yes.
Sometimes.
One of our faves is on a book author journey. So it sounds like you might be writing a book. If you're writing a book, I know some authors that could probably give you some assistance or some publishing idea, some publishing networking. Yeah. We got the PR thing on lock. So we're one of many talents. Just let us know what you need, y'all. Seriously, because honestly, this is how communities are built, right here. It is. And I don't think our culture does that well. We're trying to get better at it, but use your platform for exactly that, whether it's your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. If you're looking for a job, please go get you a LinkedIn account. I've had there's some people that don't
have that. I was telling
your business, you need to have a LinkedIn account and you need to have a career builder account because that's how I got that job in.
Yes, because if you're on LinkedIn and Career Builder, they have like a thing called One Click Apply. I don't know if Career Builder does, but Indeed does.
They do.
Okay, so nobody wants to spend 5 hours applying for a job you're not going to get. So with those platforms, you're able to just click, click, click. And that's how I got my current job, which is my new current job. And then the second, y'all, I can't say nothing else. That's just got one job. One job, Danny. But
people can find you on like recruiters. We have to look on LinkedIn. Like that's part of my job. If I don't look on LinkedIn, then my performance is low. So finding people on LinkedIn is someone's job. So if you don't put your information on LinkedIn, then you're missing out. And literally I've found, because people have found me, and I'm currently working in those positions because they found me on LinkedIn and Career Builder. So like LinkedIn is boring, y'all. Don't get me wrong. It's a bunch of.
But it's not a little live now. Have you been noticing people real
like myself be trying to post quotes and good articles? I mean, it is what you make it. But it's initially, I think people just think, and people are actually posting like selfies for pictures now. Like used to be like,
I was like, what? I didn't know we could do that.
And they have a lot of little groups and a lot of seminars that you can do for free. So yes, get your LinkedIns together. And Career Builder is real old school, but people still check Career Builder. That's how I got.
Do recruiters check Indeed and stuff? ZipRecruiter,
Indeed, ZipRecruiter, and LinkedIn and Career Builder. But LinkedIn is part of every recruiter's job.
That's because recruiters stay in my inbox.
Yeah, you don't get the job if as it's an interview question. They say, well, what is your experience with LinkedIn? If you're someone trying to become a recruiter, they ask you what your experience is with LinkedIn. Have you ever used LinkedIn Recruiter?
Right.
They want to know that. So like if that's the case, then hey, we missing out. You need to you need to turn your LinkedIn notifications on, look at the jobs, even if you don't want to. It might be a bunch of BS. But who knows?
And they even have an app just for jobs, LinkedIn Jobs. So you can just use that as well. But yeah, recruiters are always in my inbox. But I have learned to just cut to the chase. When they send me something, I'm like, what's the salary range? If it's not in my salary range, then I'm keeping it moving. I had to get to that position, though, to feel like I was worth it enough to say, I'm not about to spend, because they will try to get you on the phone. Tasha knows she was trying to get people on the phone and try to talk to them and convince them to get the job, and then end up job making $5 out. I done wasted my time. Then took my lunch to talk to Natasha.
Ask questions, but you have to also put yourself out there. That's just the way it is. And my worst job where I cried and all that other stuff, it was a job I didn't want to take. But I took it and I got promoted a zillion times while I was there. And
you got other people jobs.
And I got other people jobs. Fun fact, I hired my cousin and they never knew. And I was her manager for like 4 years. How about that?
Top that. I don't really give a but you trying to top that. Remember that song?
Yeah.
What's the movie?
That sung it. Teen Witch.
They don't know about it.
Yeah, y'all don't know about that Teen Witch. Okay. Yeah, so I'm seriously, that's how it is. I mean, that's how
yes,
made lifelong friends. So although that was the worst job I've had, it was the job I was supposed to have. So that was my twist, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. You weren't put here, you know what I mean, not to do for anything. So let things happen, but know when to get the hell out. So is that a word? You felt it?
Yeah, girl. Oh, whoa. That was a word, y'all. I mean, it just hit me right there in my throat. It's like, oh.
Get out of here. Close this up. Wrap this up.
Going to church too much. Okay. Listen, guys. thank you once again for, being here, and I wasn't. Thank you for coming and allowing us to pour into you today, allowing us to share our experiences, and thank you for sharing yours. So we just hope that you go in and pour into others, be a resource for people, and be the light in someone's tunnel. Come on, new word. I love that. Be a light in someone's tunnel. Like be a lamp in someone's feet. I always say that Elijah used to be the light in my tunnel. That's, yeah, I know. A girl's real, what's it called?
I don't know.
When you like you're dark and sad. Okay, we gotta go, I guess. Anyway, hope you guys pour into others. Once again, if you are not following us on YouTube or any other of the platforms, I don't know what you're doing. Season 5. Also, we don't have enough subscribers. I don't know what y'all are doing. Send it to your friends and your cousins.
And when this is done, share it because
y'all.
It's really informative. So people should know about jobs, right?
Come on, Charles is speaking right to the end. Okay, so do that. Charles, Charles, are you a manager somewhere? Someone needs a job. And I'm sure they would appreciate you being their manager. Also, what do we have a topic? Do we have a show next week? Because I need to know in advance because apparently
next week we got a show next week. This week I was going to do it, but things got a little off target this week. Next week, whatever the topic is, if you're interested in popping in and giving your 2 cents, let us know. Because we're gonna shoot a link to you. You're gonna pop in, say your 2 cents, and get on up out of here. So.
Yep. All right, guys. It's been great. It's been love. Bye. I'm not prepared. Nope, I am not. Try this again. Bye.